You're live.
Hello, Facebook. Happy Friday. Today is May 25th. It is the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, in case you missed the memo. And that means it's officially summer in West Glacier, and we are so excited. Generally, in the summertime, every week we put together a report called the Rivers, Roads, and Trails Report, and we share with you our insider knowledge on what's happening in and around Glacier Park. So since it's the first Friday of summer, I thought we'd get started. And we do this live, or you can catch us on the replay. Let's get started with the rivers. We have guests out today on the whitewater and scenic sections. The water's splashy and fun, and of course the weather's beautiful today, which doesn't hurt. The middle fork of the Flathead is flowing at about 20,000 CFS today. It's slightly on the rise, which is not surprising since the weather's so warm. The median flows for May 25th are generally about 10,900 by comparison, so it is big out there. The North Fork is at 17,700 CFS today, and the median flows are 11,500 for your comparison pleasure at home. We are definitely seeing log jams and strainers all throughout the rivers, which is pretty typical for this time of year with the runoff. So make sure that you're with someone experienced and safety focused if you're out there on the waters this weekend. PFDs are absolutely necessary this time of year, no exceptions. We're taking trips daily, so shoot us an email or give us a jingle if you'd like us to take you down the river. Speaking of the rivers, this summer is marking the 50th anniversary of the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act, which is really exciting. We have a number of fun things planned. Definitely mark your calendars for Saturday, June 16th. We'll be doing our 21st annual Rafting for Refuse, and then we'll be celebrating our rivers with a Wild and Scenic Rivers Festival here at Glacier Guides and Montana Raft with a free barbecue for all. So come out and support our rivers. We're so lucky in Montana to have three of them, 3 Wild and Scenic Rivers in our backyard. So the roads, if you haven't heard, you've been living under a rock. Today, the Park Service opened the Going to the Sun Road all the way to Avalanche for vehicle traffic, which really opens up that section of biking on the Going to the Sun Road for all you bikers out there. The hiker-biker access is from Avalanche to the Packers Roost right now, so that's about 16 miles of beautiful biking. And it sounds like the plows have made it all the way to Rim Rock, which is great progress. Glacier National Park put a really cool video on their Facebook page last night of some plowing that's happening at Rim Rock. It kind of gave me vertigo. Those plow drivers are really brave. Our hats are off to you. So thank you so much for doing all that you're doing to get that road open. The section of the road is obviously closed to vehicles between Avalanche and Rising Sun on the east side, and there is no hiker-biker access past Rising Sun right now because of a wildlife management. I believe it's an ungulate closure this time of year past Rising Sun. So if you're on the east side, enjoy the road, but you will not be able to access it beyond Rising Sun this weekend. Back over here on the west side, the Quarter Circle Bridge is closed due to flooding. There is not a hiker-biker restriction though, although do use care if there's flowing water. Don't walk through that sort of thing. And just a friendly reminder, we all love our dogs, but dogs are not permitted on roads or trails past the vehicle closures. So, in other road news, starting at the northeast corner of the park, the Chief Mountain Highway is open. So grab your passport and go over to Waterton to check out what interesting wonders the Keno Fire left behind from last summer. The Mini Glacier Road is also open, and the campground opens today. I believe it's at primitive status. The Going to the Sun Road, as I already mentioned, is open on the east side to Rising Sun. Also on the east side, the Cut Bank Road is closed, but the Two Medicine Road is open. Moving back over to the west side, the Camas Road is open, and also a really fun place to ride bikes. Gorgeous views of Lake McDonald and the North Fork from there. And the inside road is currently closed at Logging Creek and Fish Creek due to the weather, which is pretty normal. So a little bit more, moving on to trails. Glacier is definitely known as the Hikers Park, but this time of the year it is the biking season. This time of the year at low elevation, you're going to see mostly muddy trails, lots of water. You want to leave no trace and walk right through the middle of those paths. Always leave no trace. Water crossings, deep, swift, cold, not recommended. Most of the suspension bridges are not in yet. You can check the trail status page. NPS has a very comprehensive website and see when those are expected to go in. In the high country, we've still got snow-covered everything, so unless you have backcountry skills for winter camping and the appropriate equipment, you're probably not going to get a permit for a backcountry campsite just yet. Here's your friendly reminder that Sperry Chalet, as much as it fascinates all of us, the area around it is closed right now for various reasons, most of which have to do with construction. And the Going to the Sun Road from Lake McDonald Lodge East is posted for a bear frequenting, so you definitely want to have your bear spray with you, whether you're biking or hiking or just hanging out in that area. As far as hiking on the west side, people are going to Avalanche. We are taking guests to Avalanche this weekend, and we're so excited to do that. So we'll have some new pictures for you soon. We don't know where everybody else is hiking, and we'd love to know. So if you want to post your pictures and help us out with what's happening on both sides of the park, we would just love that. I'll probably put up a Facebook contest later this weekend to see who can share some pretty pictures of places other than Avalanche, because that's not the only thing that's available. I have heard on the east side of the park from the old ranger station at St. Mary, the Beaver Lakes Loop Trail is melted out. I'm not sure if the ungulate closure is affecting that or not, so I'll post an update on that now that I'm thinking about it. The wildflowers are definitely starting to pop over there. And Johnson's of St. Mary is open, so go on Sunday and get your fried chicken fix. Moving on to campgrounds, Kentla, Bowman, and Mini Glacier are all open. They're all at primitive status. Apgar and St. Mary are fully open. And to close with your friendly forecast, because I always wanted to be a weather girl, the forecast on the east side and the west side this weekend are pretty similar. Looks like we might have some showers on Saturday. Sunday could be hit or miss. I think it's usually hit. I bet we'll have pretty sunshine throughout the day. Monday looks absolutely gorgeous, so get out on the rivers, get out on the trails, get out on your bicycle, show us where you've been, and have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend. We'll be out there remembering all those men and women who gave all so that we could give it our all on our public lands every day of the year. Thank you so much for tuning in to the very first edition of River Roads and Trails. This is Glacier Guides and Montana Raft, signing off.